Do I go gym?
Yeah. What's gym music?
It varies, man. I can listen to slow jams if I want.
I do R&B in there.
That's
insane.
You man are gonna get injured, innit?
Brother,
I do slow jams.
man's doing chest press slowly.
Nah, it doesn't.
Slow and it doesn't change your workout, bro.
Man, if I slow you
Man, I'm through the night.
It don't affect the tempo.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm blessed.
No.
Oh, yeah, let's cut it out. That mic over there is hot.
Right.
Top of it is black. Pause. The rest is silver.
I mean,
Someone's doing some hefty talking in that one there.
in the studio, you get me?
Look at the tip. Pause. It's got a black tint to it.
What's going on there?
Look at the tip.
I feel when he gets in here, he just turns into a different man, bro.
You know, what's that show again? Stars in Your Eyes. When he walks through that door, the next man.
Was it Matthew Kelly?
What is that? Stars in the Eyes. And
That was a bad boy show.
Big boy show.
Like karaoke or something. They used to.
But they go and come back, pause, like fully as the person.
yeah,
I forgot about that.
Culture.
That's brazy. That got cancelled then at some point.
Yeah.
Not cancelled, but they
The
stopped
blue
it.
shit must have dropped, man. Or Matthew Kelly's.
Nah, I think it was his TV.
Did
just
Matthew
changed,
Kelly?
innit?
Matthew Kelly dead?
I don't think so.
You lot are more British to me. That's
I know
pissed me
Bruce Forsyth's dead.
Fucking immigrants.
Is he?
I said the price
No,
is
he's
right.
not.
That's a real G, you know.
Price is What is Dale Winton, ain't it?
No, it's Bruce
Nah, he
Forsyth.
done it at one
Supermarket
point.
sweep.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah, I got it. Bad boy show.
Bad boy show.
Fire
Bad boy
man,
show.
that.
Hey, there's been
Bad
some.
boy show.
Hey, we've lived life, you know.
When I go shopping, sometimes I think, could I do a supermarket sweep?
But supermarket sweep is
And
just,
then straight to the electronics.
brother, straight to the TVs. Put 9 of them in there. Win the whole show. In the first 5 minutes, and we've got a winner for the whole show. But Stars and Eyes was cold though. It'll be like Matthew, because you always try to guess. Because remember the beginning of the show, yeah, they go to their family, innit? And
I try to guess who they're gonna
then they
be.
go to them at work. You see them talking to the manager, whatever. Then they're trying to guess. I'm like, who's it gonna be?
Yeah, for real.
Then
You
remember,
ever get it right?
Nah, most time I didn't. Matthew
That's only a
Kelly,
big
I'm gonna be, and then it's just, you know what I mean? If it was today, it'll be different though. Matthew Kelly, I'm gonna be Central C. You're gonna get a couple of them.
I'm gonna be K-Trap.
I'm gonna be K-Trap. You're gonna get a
Come
couple
with
of
the
them
belly on.
still.
No, you
Belly and
won't.
sunglasses.
You're getting pop stars.
I'm
You
gonna
might
be
get
Sam.
Drake.
I'm gonna be Sam Smith.
Harry
Crazy.
Styles and that.
Sam Smith is
Smith's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, Sam's crazy.
You knew you was doing that.
That's insane. What's your lot of views on that?
What?
Sam Smith.
Shaitan.
As strong
This is the wrong podcast.
Shaitan.
strong-
That's what I'm saying.
African
it.
men from the continent as yourself. What's your views on that?
I ain't got no view because all I can say is it could never be me.
Well done. Well
That's
done.
it,
What about you,
really.
Taze? What's your views?
He came faded once still,
Swear down.
back in the day.
But big him up then. Say
You know,
that.
he can sing cold though.
Who?
He's got a voice.
Sam Smith he's got some rhythms, bro.
Well, I know one of his rhythms as well.
He's got some rhythms,
Sing it then.
bro.
Oh, what is it? Oh, what's the Sam? No, he's got bangers.
He's got bangers.
He's got
bro.
bangers. I can't even.
There's a time and a place in it for certain tunes, innit? Depends on what vibe you're on. There's certain songs I can only listen to when I'm driving. Wouldn't
Sam
bang-
Smith.
No, I'm just saying
Oh.
in general.
Give me some
You can't
examples
listen
of
to
driving music.
Like Nipsey Hussle. I like listening to Nipsey when I'm driving. Listening to Nipsey in the yard with a gal is just it's
Insane.
not the same thing. But it depends on what you're doing.
Like,
You can just double up with a girl in the yard.
you
It
can
depends,
what?
it depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Double up.
But that's just one tune though.
Mm.
When you're listening to an artist, I want to say about, let's say 5 to 10 tunes.
West Coast music, driving music.
Yeah, it is.
Because Dom Kennedy.
They give that vibe as well, yeah. Where's my man from? Larry June.
I think he's over them sides.
West Coast as well, innit?
He's in the video
They
with
got
him,
that
isn't it?
sound.
Yeah,
They got that
yeah.
sound.
Yeah. He's alright. He alright.
You go gym, pause.
Do I go gym?
Yeah.
We
What's
listen
gym
to-
music?
It varies, man. I can listen to slow jams if I want.
I do R&B in there. I'll be
Slow
honest.
jams.
That's
I can do
insane.
R&B.
You man are going to get
Okay.
injured, innit?
Brother,
I do slow jams.
Man,
man's
I
doing
don't
chest
do
press
as
slowly.
Nah, it's not, it doesn't.
Slow
It
and
doesn't
slow. It doesn't
doesn't
change the
affect your
workout,
tempo.
bro.
Do you
Nah.
man if I slow you?
You're the
Don't
man.
mind.
I'm through the night.
it don't affect
Nah,
the tempo.
Nah,
It
it's got-
should.
It just keeps you focused, innit?
Nah, you got to listen. When I'm in the gym, it's straight gangster rap blood. Like nothing
DMX.
else.
Breeze.
DMX or even like the gigs and mixtapes or the new ones he's dropped. I got that, like, I've picked my favourite tunes from each mixtape. Do you know what I'm saying? Or something like that, Young Jeezy or something.
It's got to be amped. It's
Yeah.
get you going.
It's
It
gotta
can't
be a
be.
bit more of a tempo.
Nah, bro.
Because it's mad because are we different type of people than you then? Because I can't do R&B in the gym, even when I went gym, because what I'm using it for is to exert energy and get that extra aggression and stuff out.
And music creates a mood.
Do you get me?
So when the music's a bit more hyper, you get a bit like in a rave. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like R&B, it gets you hype, but to a different. It's like a happy space. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas like when you hear Dreams and Nightmares, it's like a gangster.
Nah,
space,
I don't want to hear hype music in the gym.
The thing is, there's people that go on, like, for example, treadmills, and I see various skits and memes on it on socials. Let us know in the comments if you agree, Some people, you look at them and they're running their life away on the treadmill, but listen to the music, it's peaceful.
No, that's different though.
It's just white, but it's the same.
Because
it's the same vibe I get from R&B. It's just peaceful.
No, I get what you're saying, but for example, if I go on the treadmill and I'm just like walking or whatever, I can listen to a podcast. I can listen to anything. But I'm saying when you got the 8th rep or the 7th rep and you're struggling, man can't be hearing Keith Sweat.
But that's for you. Just I understand.
It's the person.
That's what I'm saying. Speak for you. That's you. But for me, it's fine.
As who we are, like music, it sounds gay. Pause. No, but it's rhythmic. It's a soundtrack to
what
what
saying.
you,
There's no rhythm in R&B.
No, I'm saying what rhythm you lot can operate
it's 4
at.
beats, bro.
Nah, it's different.
It's still the
like
same
music can kind of dictate my mood to a degree. If I listen to aggressive music, I'm gonna drive aggressively and maybe more likely have road rage than if I was listening to like "I bring you flowers." Like the music. Like when I want to have a calm day or I don't want to get in no road rage, I listen to podcasts or soft music. If I'm listening to aggressive,
okay, so would you not argue that maybe the music influences you a bit too much? Because how can your music just dictate your day like that?
But as we are people of culture, music does that to us.
No, to a degree.
No, but your degree is less than ours.
I don't control my mood.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're making it seem as if I go in the car right now and I listen to drill music, someone's getting crashed at the end of the fifth track.
He's saying for him. I get what you said.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But if you're speaking for him, then that's fine. But I'm saying the way he said we're different people. I'm just saying music doesn't dictate my mood.
Do you know, we're doing extremes, but we can't act like music is not powerful. Like for example, why is a drill beat the drill beat, and why is drill used for drillers?
There's frequencies that set off certain things.
Like drillers are not murdering people. Well, the drillers now are not doing anything to R&B.
Ain't this man seen BMF? What was my man singing to again?
Slow jams, bro.
What was he singing? What was the song though? Can't stop the rain.
You can't stop the rain.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't seen BMF. Who is that man though?
What's his name again?
Not
Omar. Lamar. Is it Lamar?
Lamar.
Yeah, but remember,
No, but
poking him up.
No,
Pause.
but it's
poking man up to some slow.
yes,
but it's a film.
But don't that explain something though? No, because he's unhinged.
Exactly. Number one, he's unhinged.
And that's your reference point.
You're saying it's unhinged because you're associated with what he's doing.
But that's what he's
doing.
done.
Okay, so no. What I'm saying is, all right. So what? Are me and Kid unhinged because we listen to slow jams?
We didn't say that.
No, but I'm asking.
I'm gonna say it.
So wait. So if you listen to drill, it would make more sense. You're trying to say?
No,
that's what. Do you know what I mean?
No. What I'm trying to say, for example, the example you used, you can't stop the rain was like a metaphor as well to say you can't stop what I'm gonna do to you, as well as him singing it. So he's a double sicko. You man are not seeing that. You man are seeing it's okay. This is R&B. He's a sicko. That's why he's singing the song to you, saying you can't stop what I'm gonna do to you. Whereas what me and Chicks are trying to say is, generally speaking, like even boxers, when they come into the ring, boxers don't really come into slow jams. It tends to be like your ring entrance.
True.
And if it does, you get
business. It's like what I'm doing here is something serious. It's either gonna it's emotive, like when Chris Eubank came up with his dad and they played that song, but they came out to Still Dre first. See what I'm saying? Like you have to come out like
that's promo, man.
I would come out to.
You're saying promo, but remember, it's me in the zone.
Certain man have come out to banging songs and got knocked out, bro. Promo.
Well, they were meant to lose though.
But I'm just saying, they can come out to slow jams, and if they won, what? Everyone's gonna be like, okay, it's slow jams now.
But the point
So
is,
if Mike Tyson said, when I'm training, I listen to Mary J. Blige, I listen to Queen Latifah or something when I'm training, but in the ring he's a demon. What are you gonna say?
I think you know what's mad.
you're using another sicko.
No, but hold on. Thank you, because the fact that you both did it individually, you said some knife wielding murderer, and you said Tyson, he bites people's ears off. He had a fight. He had the what's it called?
The pants
with no pants on, and this is you man's reference point, and you think we're weird.
What are you talking about?
He's unhinged, bro.
What do you mean no pants on?
But Mike Tyson said, Mike Tyson said to reporter, "I will fuck you in the ass. Come here."
I broke my back spinal.
I said, "How long ago was that?" It doesn't matter how long ago.
I've never said that in my life.
The thing is, we're using sickos as references, but at the same time, the music that you lot are playing some of the people in that music are sickos anyway. You don't need the sickos to bench. I'm saying I don't need a sicko to bench.
No, but you're
all that
the
gangster music
vibe.
that you're lot talking about. No, I hear that, but I don't need that music to channel that energy in order to lift this weight.
At all.
Is what I'm saying. You lot are saying you do. That's
I
fine.
never said you, but this is what I'm saying, that something down at your core is off a bit.
Why?
How?
Music is music, bro.
I'm not very biblical, innit? Didn't Satan was amazing with,
music.
and he could make the music and make people do stuff.
Yeah.
As human beings, I don't know if maybe some other people, some other culture, music. I don't know if it's soulful people or something.
Wait.
It does something
Sorry
to
to
you.
cut you. Yeah? You're making it seem as if you said you don't listen to music in the gym. You listen to music. So what point are you making?
That was a sharp left.
No, because you're making. You just spoke about Satan and the type of
Kids'
music he
eyes are
makes.
moving like this.
No,
come
because,
see what's happening there.
no, because he's talking about music and how the devil uses music to influence
Yeah.
people's behavior.
Yeah.
But they said they use music. We said we use music. Now we're debating the type of music. So Satan's making both types of music anyway. So you're
No, but you jumped on my analogy too early, though.
No, okay, go on.
So the fact is, music, because of it's in the Bible, like it does something to your moods and stuff. And the music you're listening to, I don't think it was made for that particular mood.
What's it made for then?
It's for gal and when you're in the zone. And
Generally speaking,
it's
yeah.
a-
What we can't ignore is, for example, like, have you seen that when people do like I don't know, like classes where they're running or they're doing like
Yeah. Like
spins.
Blaze away with them classes, yeah.
They don't listen to R&B in them classes. Why? Because they need the tempo to be upbeat, because what we're doing is something
It's
upbeat.
rhythmic. Life is
So what we're
rhythmic.
trying to say is what we're doing in the gym is upbeat.
I see what you're saying.
It's
I
not
see what you're
slow.
saying. Yeah, I see what you're
So I'm
saying.
saying, like,
You
like,
man
for example,
are tapped.
I see what you're saying,
if you're going for a walk, for example, in the field or like a trail or something, then R&B's calm because
If I was in
it's
a class,
slow
it'd be
paced,
different.
it's whatever.
I was in a
No,
class,
but
it'd be
we're saying, but this is the class on our ones. It's like when I go gym, when I'm lifting on chest, I don't want to hear something somber. I don't want to hear something.
My thing is that's fine.
No, we're not saying this.
But you're not telling me that I'm a sicko for listening to slow jams and I'm doing bench is what I'm not understanding. That's it. I'm not judging you lot for listening to what you're listening to. Don't judge me.
No, but I'm judging them because they said they needed to get the last couple reps out.
No, but I hear that they can. That's when I watch white boys on YouTube, they listen to that hard rock. Cool. That's what you need. Where I'm talking about the guys' guitars here. That's what they need to lift what they're lifting. Cool.
No, but the problem
I'm
is
not judging them either.
No, but Taze, but you listen to rap in the gym as well.
I didn't say I don't. But when
Exactly.
I said R&B,
That's what I'm saying,
No, but
like-
I didn't knock you lot for listening to
I
R&B.
didn't say you
lot are
did,
knocking
but
me for
knocking
I'm
listening
saying,
to
you. We're
but
just
I'm
saying you're
saying,
different
but
than
you
us.
might listen. You
No.
might listen to what we listen to, and listen to that side. We're saying we don't listen to that side at all. We just listen to this side. That's it. In terms of
That wasn't what it was though, because we said what we
You
said.
said we're
and
sickos.
done.
No,
you could have
because-
left it there.
You called us sickos a minute.
I lie?
no, you are though.
Because you are.
Alright, cool.
You
Let's
You are
leave it-
to a
let's
degree.
leave it there. Let's
You are
leave it
to.
there.
It's not personal. That's
No,
so
no,
fucking
no,
you
no,
guys.
but I'm saying where you lot are taking the argument is still the fact that we listen to music in the gym. If someone was sitting there and said, I don't listen to no music, I like the sound of raw iron, would we look at him like he's a sicko?
That's a sicko
Nah.
too, but it's not as bad as you, man.
And
Why
we're
is that
not.
sicko?
We're not saying there's nothing.
You can't listen to Celine Dion in the gym, bro.
No, raw iron, as in the weights.
No, I'm talking about you, man. To listen to Celine Dion.
Oh.
That song on Titanic.
I got a thing I want to do. It's called a psychopath test, but I'll wait till later.
I think you lot will pass.
Nah, I think you two are gonna pass. I think me and Taze. Well, I've already seen it, but I think Taze's gonna fail. I think you two are gonna pass.
In terms of.
As in, I'm not a psychopath. and
Yeah,
these
actually
two
you're
are.
not. But I think you lot's brains are gonna go there.
Because
Fire.
of listening to rap in the gym.
No, yeah, because of how your minds work. I'm just saying how your minds work now. You need music to motivate you to do a certain thing. We don't.
Who said we need it?
You
to
just said
motivate
it to get the
us?
last rep.
No, I'm giving an example in terms of if you've had a session that's a little bit difficult and there's certain things where you have to like dig in. It's like even when you watch Rocky, for example. You know what I'm saying? There's certain songs when he's running up the stairs, the ring announcer, like there's certain songs that like tempos, like even garage, jungle. Why are we acting like we ain't been in raves and gone mad at a certain song because of the tempo?
So,
we know what
cool.
it causes. We know
So
what
the
it
tempo.
brings. You know
If
what
I'm
I'm saying?
listening to Bashment
Yeah.
and the words as a galley tune, what about that?
All right, let me say this. Sorry to cut you. I'm going to ask that question in a minute. When you see Americans twerking to ABBA piano and all this garbage, man get vexed.
I
man.
think it's stupid. Yeah,
Why is it stupid? Why is it? It's the same thing.
it's not for that.
So I'm saying.
Imagine a man walking down the aisle with his woman and pow, yeah, I'm leaving the beat while they're walking up to the, like, do you get what I mean? Like some music's fit. If you
Yeah,
go on
but
Man,
Spotify,
let's double down on that point,
No, but some
man.
things, yeah,
No, no,
some
why-
things fit. But
Why?
why does that not
Why?
fit?
Why can you choose that can't fit
Because some
there?
things are
and
stupid
piano
and some things
can't
ain't.
be for whining
Some things
and
are stupid and some
twerking,
things ain't.
But gym and R&B and like, what,
It's
I don't,
not. That's not stupid.
But why can it fit
Because some things are stupid and some things ain't. That's not stupid.
to you?
It shouldn't be stupid to anybody. It just
what
shouldn't
does that
be.
mean?
To a picking and choosing what's stupid and what's not.
Some things make sense. Some things don't make sense. And
He's
that,
speaking in riddles.
That makes no sense.
But to Americans, them twerking to Amapiano is cool. Them, remember, when American girls, any music genre, they're bending over and the cheeks are
That's
doing
all
this.
they know. But rather than speak about what they know, they're talking about the genre of music.
No, but I'm saying any genre.
No, but it's the fact that they don't know. They probably don't know I'm a piano like that. That's why they're dancing. It's like if someone was doing river dancing to Bashment. It might be on beat.
That's
It might be on beat.
That's what Pon the River, Pon the Bank is.
Okay, but it might be on beat. Okay, it might slap, but then when we look at culturally, that's not what it's for. So
No, but dancing is a bit of an unknown. There's no specific.
I realize
if it's
that
on beat a bit
with I'm a piano. If you watch I'm a piano videos, and like look at the background, you know when the DJs are DJing in a roof or whatever. Look at the background. Everyone's in their own vibe, bro. Like you cannot tell that girl that she's off beat because what she's hearing, she's on beat. Same way you.
Now you can though. She's offbeat.
No, but this is
with
the
I'm a piano,
difference.
you don't know what she's
You
listening
can't
to.
tell her how to dance, but
what
you
I'm
can
saying
still see it's on rhythm. Like, you know
I used to
that-
watch those videos all the time, and I'll stop watching them.
Major League.
Yeah,
and
I
that.
stop watching them.
Everyone's on their own frequency.
No, but this is the thing though, because the music's so sick. There's mad layers. So some men dance to the melody, some gal dance to the kick,
bass
some
line.
don't. Yeah, so it's weird because I always thought, and this is a weird sick thought. I want to stand at the top of a rave, and if you look over, there's people dancing to the same parts of the beats in different segments of the room. So if you was to take everyone dancing from one segment, similar or all over, and put them in their own segment, and then put people dance to a next bit in the next segment, it will just look sick.
A funny way of doing that, I've seen it before, is during COVID they were doing
Headphone joints.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and the different.
But you could play music from two different channels.
Yeah.
So you can listen to A, I'm listening to B. And we're in the same time. It's still 9 p.m. But obviously, whatever you're dancing to, there's other people who are on your frequency.
It's
Same
mad.
thing,
It did
do
look
you know what I
mad
mean? It looks mad.
still.
That's what's it called again? Silent disco.
That's it.
Silent
Yeah.
disco.
Yeah,
Did you ever go to them?
Yeah,
I
I
never been to
I
one.
hosted a couple still with Fiona and C6 used to do it.
Oh, big up,
It
man.
was cold still, but the thing is, but with that, because you don't look at people dance anymore. Like I'm just with my people, and then that's it. So I'm saying, if that makes sense. But whereas I get what you're saying. My favorite hobby now is looking at people on Instagram and turning the volume off. You know they dance, it just looks mad to me now. Because sometimes you only see
his
people
own
dancing.
That's a
like-
sicko. That's
Yeah,
a
I'm
that's a
sicko still.
sicko.
I'm
Let's
sicko.
make it
He might
individual
pass his
memes.
test, bro.
But you
He's
man,
gonna pass the
but you man are
test.
both sickos though.
Do you lot, we're not saying you're sick, but do you lot understand our point though?
Of course, I understand.
Because tempo is important
Yeah, but
to
you
life.
didn't ask
innit?
what type of workout we're doing.
Yeah, so that's
Well,
another
that's what
part
I'm
of
saying,
it.
like,
If it's
but
we're
something
not
more
doing-
relaxed.
Everyone's making it
So
seem
if you lot are doing, what's that
but-
sexy class they do on the bikes when they're...
No,
If
bro.
you man are
We're not
doing
doing
that,
You better curve and bit back in there. That's what they do this. Oh,
I've never done
You've
that.
been rumbled.
Man's doing time. It's the same chest session, but man's doing time under tension, for example. I don't need to go fast.
Bingo.
Are you curving?
Let's go
Are you
fast.
man arching your
So-
back when you're doing
Bruv,
chest?
this is.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
asking.
yeah.
Where's
yeah,
the
you're
thing?
supposed to,
Where's
aren't
the
it?
thing?
I am
Where's the
supposed to, aren't
dun
it?
dun? What's
No,
going
but
on? Where is that?
I am.
Yeah, see?
I am.
That's it's
What?
something.
No, I am. I do ask my back.
No,
What?
so it makes sense.
I don't
now.
do that class.
I stretch my cheeks. What?
Oh,
I don't
that's
do that. I
insane.
don't do that
No,
class.
it's
you're
not insane
going
because
too
when
far now.
you have lower back problems,
My lower back is finished.
I've already
bro.
messaged
I'd
you.
rather
I told
have
you
you
what you
My
been.
back is.
That's insane.
Glute
You messaged him and told him
Oh,
what?
your back is
Glute
finished.
work,
My
bro.
lower back's finished.
You
It's
said
finished.
your back is finished.
My lower back's finished.
Glute work, bro.
It's broken.
When I
My lower back
stretch,
is broken, bro. It's
Man, I didn't
broken.
clean and press. It's not stretching.
My
out the
lower back
hammies.
is broken, bro.
And
I'm
the
telling you.
glutes.
It's finished.
You'll finish yourself. Stay there.
My lower back is finished, bro. I've been sending myself bare little exercises to do at home and that to
Bro,
fix my back.
hip planes, stretch out, butterfly clams, all of that. I'm doing it.
I did that.
What's
20,
that?
30 minutes.
That one when they put the
band.
Hip thrust.
no the
Or hip thrust.
the bell, no, but the barbell across them with
Hip
weights on it,
thrust.
and
Yeah, I do all
Yeah,
of
I
that.
do that. I do that.
Squeeze the
bro.
cheeks, man.
that's
Time
insane.
I
on
do that. I
attention.
do that one they call it the fat pussy machine. I do that. I don't care. bro.
Abductors.
I don't
That's
care.
insane.
All of
I
that.
don't
He's
Just
the
care.
hip
don't look in
abductor.
a man's eye. You're good, man. Just
But I look
straight.
at that. Look
Look at
at
the
weight,
weight.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
just look
Do
at
you know
it.
what do you know what you do? Do you sit down or you stand up a bit?
That's
I
insane.
do
You get
both,
extra
bro. I do
oomph.
both.
The extra oomph is-
That's
he does it
crazy.
back way as well.
I do both. I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro.
Listen,
It is
I
My
don't
back
give
is.
a
I'll
shit.
tell you, my lower back is finished.
You see athletes, yeah, I've noticed the upper body cool. The ones where they get injuries is always the lower half. And it's because they don't train their hips properly, their hamstrings properly, or their lower back, their glutes.
Have you man done Pilates before?
Nah, I heard it's mad still.
'Cause I did it.
Once a
You're
class on
gonna see the
Sunday.
footage soon, innit? Yeah, I did it like a surprise session. I told them, look, right, we're gonna go Virgin Active, whatever. Do like a little body pump thing, whatever. To call a couple gym infants to fall down there, innit? They've come down. I said, yeah, guys. So we're not going there. We're going across the road to perform Pilates. I was like, oh my days, nah,
Gino's there.
bro, nah, da da da. Man, we're in there struggling. all these men that lift 4 plates and deadlift, all these things, they're struggling with 2 springs, bro. Like,
It's not a joke.
Chisel forwarded down there, saw what it is and said, "No, I'm gone."
No, but Chisel's got a bad hamstring. That's why.
Bro, what does that mean?
You can't.
Man said, "What does that mean?"
He was doing hill sprints a couple hours before.
No, he wasn't doing hill sprints.
I saw it on his Instagram story.
He goes there. People sprint. He won't sprint.
He was doing it because he ran and he's running back and showing him on his glasses what he was
Do you know
doing.
what it is though? You see when you do like obviously I say this in my brethren all the time. Like, you know, how people fall off gym and then go back and they panic. It's like your body's conditioned to train in a certain way, which is fine. When you ease back into it, it's not a big deal. Pause. But try something new. Like, I've been doing kettlebell work.
Yeah, I've been seeing that on
because
Instagram as well.
obviously I've trained chest, I've trained shoulders, I've trained biceps, triceps, hammies, glutes, quads, calves. The usual routine.
You
What
do
everyone does.
enough.
Abs. You know what I'm saying? But have you trained like
I
rotating?
hate kettlebells.
No, but have you trained rotating?
No.
I've been strong like this or like that. You know what I'm saying? Start lifting back off the floor, like deadlifts, for example. But like farmer walks works because you're using your core. There's certain workouts we do where it's literally straight. It's similar with benching. It's just straight chest and shoulders. Your legs are not involved. If you don't squeeze your glutes like the man in my it's this. You're supposed to squeeze your glutes. That's where you get your power from. Your power's from your legs when you're doing chest. So if you don't want to do your glutes, think about it. There's a disconnect there. So you're not probably lifting as heavy as you're supposed to lift. Core, squeeze that. Shoulders retracted. There's bare things that your body does we don't do because we're just training the basic way. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start doing workouts where it involves my whole body. But I did this thing the other day. You lift a kettlebell, and you clean and press with it, and you just drop it. You just keep doing that. 10 reps. See, after the 10th rep first set, I see, I'm in for
What kg?
24.
Absolutely not.
I'm in for a fucking killing.
Absolutely
And I did five sets, 10 reps, There was a white man in the back doing, you know them, it's like a bowling pin, but the weight's at the bottom. Have you seen those things?
Oh, yeah, like
And
big
they
Coca-Cola
got-
bottles or
yeah,
something
and
like
you
that.
gotta
I think that's,
twist it.
is it Romanian or Greek or
I
something?
think it's
like
Romanian
that?
something.
I ain't
Something
seen
like
it.
that, yeah.
We got it in my new gym, and you just twist it around, but you basically
Is it-
control the weight for your wrist somehow. He was doing it, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Or Bulgaria.
So Bulgarian or something. It was just something mad, innit? But it's like a cone, and the weight's at the top. It distributes, but it's for your grip. And he was doing that. I was like,
man who can't do it.
yeah. He was doing that, but he
Swear
went like the wedges or nothing. He just has control over moving strength whilst moving. And I started looking into it like, I don't think I'm strong, but do I have strength moving?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna do
you know what I'm
another. I'm
saying?
gonna do another Pilates class. I'll get all the.
So I'm on all of that now. I
influencers
don't want to
down
lift all that what I was doing before. It's like if I can't move, I'm getting out of bed. I'm bare stiff. I got to stretch for 20 minutes.
I need to start doing that as well. I don't do that. bro.
Yes.
You see our community, like all our
Don't
community
do that.
cares about is lifting bare heavy weight.
It's dumb.
So it's time to run.
It's not about functional stuff. Like you have to be, as Tazer talk about, functionally strong. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you have to be able to, because if you're fighting someone or something happens, you ain't gonna be pushing man like this. You have to grab someone, or you're gonna hit the floor, and you might have to like even when you see people that wrestle, you know, like in high schools and them like pro wrestlers, not like WWE. Them man are, do you know how strong them brothers are? Because they're like grappling down here, but they're flipping someone over there, that way. It's mad.
Even
bro.
your spine, for example, your spine has so many muscles surrounding it. How many times do you train it? Do you think we're training our spine when we're doing lap pull downs?
I don't even train.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you think about it, like,
Yeah, but you what you work with, pause. That sounded crazy. But your work, you should be.
What's he
You should be
working
training.
with?
Yeah, I hear you.
That was crazy. I paused it though.
what do you do for work?
Too late.
Waist clearance. So I just
Oh
pick
yeah,
up.
so a lot of lifting.
He should be training.
Yeah.
No, but you are training every day.
I don't work every day, but I should do more.
That's like
though.
bricklayers or like people
Yeah.
like that. Them man are the strong
Scaffold.
from
Don't
the,
fight a
the-
scaffolding,
from
man.
the jump,
Yeah,
bro.
you can imagine though.
Mash you up. Then I'm gonna
But
try.
you see that way, you see that what he's strong at.
It's not
How
visible.
how do you translate that in the gym? Like, what is the workout he should be doing in the gym? It's not a bench press,
Shoulders and arms.
but do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like maybe the
It's muscle endurance.
what's it called?
The
When you throw
medicine
medal
ball.
yeah, or slamming. All of that is even like fast. This is basically the basis of what I'm
Twitch
saying.
fibers.
Our fast twitch muscles is not twitching, bro, because we're too busy doing slow tempo and all of that stuff. When it's time to, that's when you pull a muscle. A lot of man's pulled injuries is because when they need that fast twitch to kick in, it don't kick in. Next, you know, man's injured. Even basketball, what's it called? Was it a game the other day? Bear man popped their Achilles, like 3 man.
No, it's Halliburton just popped his Achilles.
But
I
there's
think
3 man though.
that in the whole series, in terms of the playoffs, people have done it.
But that's what I'm saying. There must be something that they're not doing.
No, they've overplayed.
Okay,
That's what
yeah.
people are complaining about. in
Bro,
terms
when I did sports day the other day, I ran for like 7 seconds, man. My body was in bits, and I trained. My body was in all of my body was in bits, bro. I couldn't move properly.
It's down to what he said, though. Innit?
You don't sprint like that all the time.
I'd never sprint like that.
Exactly.
That's
Look
why,
at
though.
Sweets Lewis, yeah, running all over. He runs 5 or 10K a day.
He ran the whole of Jamaica the other
Yeah,
day.
but the reason why it's not saying it's easy. By no means am I saying it's easy, but to him, it's not as difficult because he does it every day.
And his body's used to it, yeah.
His body's used to it. So all the blisters that he's getting, he recover, whatever. I technically think he should rest, let the body, you know what I'm saying, and he can probably do it a lot easier. But because he keeps doing it every day, the conditioning that he's probably got, mad thing.
And also, I think it's rest and recovery, innit? So
It's important.
when you know what you're doing, like, he knows what he's doing. So on his rest days, he's probably getting in the right rest, the correct nutrients, and then just chilling, and then he goes again.
That's how I rate the footballers. See footballers, bro. I don't know what training they do in the gym, if they do any training in the gym, but
Yeah,
to
they
run up
do.
and down for 45 minutes straight.
It's not, yeah, but, but again, if you're used to it, it's like boxers, like Chris Eubank and Nigel Benn. That fight was nuts. Like
In terms of what?
in terms of the endurance, because you know, like when you're throwing punches, them man, I think they threw,
Most punches ever thrown in a round. I
yeah,
think
or
Chris
something
threw
mad
something
like that. Like, I think it was like 250.
And they made him do that dehydration stuff.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's the only reason it looks
and
so
also,
even.
you're forgetting, if get in a boxing ring for, I think it's 3 minutes, just once, and just throw as many punches and have to like defend.
You don't even have
You're
to throw.
knackered.
Have you looked done boxing?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even. Me and my brother put gloves on. This is years ago as well, and we just like sparred for about 2 minutes. We didn't even throw no punches. I think I threw about 4 punches in the 2 minutes. He threw about 2. But just holding your hands up and constantly stopping yourself from getting punched. My shoulders and all my arms were knackered.
Tired, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
why you got to rate martial arts, you know. Them man, bro, it's not a joke. That whole punch in the rise thing as well, just so you lose the feeling in your. So you bang man in the face. It's not hurting me. It's hurting you. All of that stuff, and then it's mad.
Even a lot of people that know how to punch, a lot of people, when they punch, they put their thumb out like this. Apparently, you're not supposed to put your thumb like that. You're supposed to tuck it in like that. Because if you do it like that, if you punch someone and then like you catch something, you can bend your own thumb back.
I kind of.
So you're supposed to like do that. It's mad. Like, the bare different things. Because remember, man,
elbow,
even in school,
man.
when man are fighting, man are playing cricket.
And you know what's mad? In school, you're not fighting. You're just trying to hit someone and they're trying to hit you. There's a big difference when a man's fighting. Like, they're in this for the long. You ever punch him in his face and it don't do nothing? And you're like, right, that was my best move.
You see a man get into a stance, just forget about
It's
it.
a hype.
I'm not fighting you, bro. You won.
It's a
The
hype.
worst, the stance you don't want to see is when man goes sideways.
You ever said it's a right you?
You're like, nah, I don't.
Let's start bouncing.
If you see a man doing this, you're like, alright. Even that one's that's a bit Russian-y kind of. Man starts, you're like,
Yeah, man. Why?
Man does that. Man does this.
why I are
Lost. That person's lost.
But if a man turns sideways, that means you could like get kicked in the face.
That's how I fight.
And you look and you're like, hold on, who done that?
You know that way. Y'all rush me. Yeah.
What's it? Who done that? Yeah, nah, it's long still.
No, but yeah, the Pilates thing. I'm gonna do one for the
alright
pod influences. But you got to fall down, bro.
Good man still.
You got to do
But,
it.
you
Chinks
see,
gotta
but
be
what people
involved
don't
this time.
understand is sometimes I do not a form of Pilates, not Pilates, but a form where, you know, like you get them discs and they can slide.
Oh,
on
the
floor.
slidey ones, yeah.
Have you done that before, Tim?
Fire
I've
for
seen
that.
them.
You're crabbing out.
This guy.
Put it on your knees.
Two legs in them.
But then you can
It's
like,
the gangster music doing that. So I'm saying this don't make no sense, bro.
You're definitely arching your back when you're doing that.
what's happening? There?
Listening to the
You
DMX.
100% you are.
Crazy.
They, that one.
So in your Pilates class, you remember what, throwing it back or what? What happened there?
They were.
What's happening?
You
No,
were.
because
I saw the machine.
Because I'm doing a form of, and you man are getting onto man, but you done a whole class full of man with Pilates. What happened there?
It's the thumbnail. The thumbnail.
No problem.
What do you mean?
The thumbnail. What you showed me. That's the thumbnail.
You should make it a thumbnail.
Because then the man can't chat. You just say, look at the thumbnail, innit? If we want to do those jokes, look at the
That
thumbnail.
was crazy still.
How many reps in were you?
To be in
No,
that
I'm saying,
shit.
how many reps in were you?
Man, look, knackered. You
How many reps? Oh, and that?
Like
That was at the full
15,
set.
15
That was at the full
reps
set.
of 80 sets.
That was at the full set. I was knackered, bro.
You know, it's funny, yeah.
But
'cause
man's legs were fully extended. Like,
you're not supposed to do that.
there
That's
was no
dangerous.
knee
No,
lock,
listen.
nothing.
I do that every single time after I do leg press.
You
bro.
shouldn't. That's
Every
dangerous.
single time. I need to stretch, bro.
No, you shouldn't.
Foot on shoulder with the leg machine.
Yeah,
was
that's
crazy.
the knee, the way your knee looked was mad.
That's
bro.
dangerous.
If that weight drops, you're finished.
dead.
Bro, it's not on the machine. It's resting on them. It's not. do you
Oh,
know what I mean?
the plate's locked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're in rest mode.
Yeah, I'm in rest mode, bro. I'm in rest mode.
Insane.
Yes, Brent, what's happening, man?
What's happening, B Rent?
Brett, what do you listen to in the gym when you're training?
Calypso.
In the crease, boop, 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 in the crease, boop, boop, boop.
Probably Nipsey.
Nipsey, yeah.
See?
Would you ever listen to R&B?
No, wait. Is tempo important in the gym?
Yeah.
Do you think slow jam music, if you're doing like a proper energy exerting?
We're not doing
exercise,
that. No, you can't do that.
Do you think for your workout? Do you think slow jams is appropriate to listen to for your kind of workout?
If you clicked on a gym playlist, would you expect R&B in it? I don't. Even on Spotify, they don't have that
That's a
type
great
of
point.
music.
If you go on gym playlist,
It's
there's
not.
never R&B.
There's a certain tempo that's.
Yeah, because they're not well.
Wait, so the whole Spotify, everyone else is not well.
They're
but
insane.
you and Tazer for R&B is fine.
Yeah, bro.
All right, cool, no problem.
They're insane.
Where's sickos? Where the sickos?
They're
Do
insane.
you get what I mean?
I can't wait for the psychopath test.
Yeah, no
You two are
problem.
going to pass.
I'm never going to answer it.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's the easiest way.
You two are gonna
Yo,
pass,
you
bro.
lot, when I used to go gym though, yeah, I just used to work chest, back, and legs because someone told me those are the 3 biggest muscles in the body, and when you work them out, you work every other muscle in the body.
Secondary.
Yeah, so they all get
If
worked.
you're doing back, you're doing biceps. You're doing chest, you're doing triceps.
So I just did chest, back, legs. I didn't do arms and nothing else individually.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just laziness, really.
But again, if you want to get your biceps bigger, that wouldn't necessarily be what you'd
It would
solely
take
do.
longer
You'd have
pause,
to do,
innit?
yeah, you'd have to
Yeah.
do like secondary.
Oh, it's
more
fine.
isolated
Every
work.
time when I go gym, man's like, "Bruv, you kill legs in." I was like, "But I do legs twice a week. Why don't you lot do legs twice a week?"
Yeah, you should be trying to
We
do.
weren't taught that way. To
Every
be fair. A
muscle.
lot
You
of man
should
just,
be though.
No, I know a lot of men just wanted to do. But I wish I was taught stretching and all that stuff when I was younger. Like it's just a route. You see, like you get up, you wash your face, you brush your teeth, stretch. That's how I want it to be. It's by default. Like before I even brush my teeth, let me go stretch for 10 minutes. That's how it should be. So I'm saying it should be part of your routine like that. You don't forget to brush your teeth. You don't forget to spray deodorant. You shouldn't forget to stretch.
Unfortunately, but some people ain't
But
got the space in their yards.
What to
Yeah,
stretch?
Go outside.
There's no space in no yard for me
There's
to
no
stretch.
stop that.
Hitting the
Stop
ceiling.
that.
Stretch in
If
your bed,
you're
man.
sharing a room, yeah, but you can't stretch in your bed properly sometimes.
Bro, it's better than just not stretching.
Because
Is my
that
point.
mattress isn't. You need a
Bro,
hard
stretch next
floor
to your bed then, wherever your bed is.
Bare excuses, bro.
There's not enough space in yours to stretch.
You got a
That's
living room.
crazy.
Skin out on the floor, man. What I'm
Man,
saying?
the same bit excuses. Man didn't even do it when they were younger. What are we arguing about here?
No, I said because it wasn't taught.
happening here?
It wasn't taught to
I'm not
us.
So we
stretching.
can't stretch in your
That's
yard.
what I'm saying. It
bad.
wasn't taught to us.
I used to like pull a groin nearly every match I played. I'm not stretching.
You
I'm
didn't
not
stretch
doing-
before. You didn't warm up before you played the game.
I warm up in the game. Zidane used to do kick-ups.
No, that's
See what I'm
that's
saying?
probably why you were pulling your groin because it hadn't healed.
Me the boat chinks.
I play centre back. I'm not doing all that running up and down and extra stuff. When I need to kick into gear, I will kick into
Can I
gear.
ask you a question?
Centre back's even worse.
No, I play low line. I don't think I play in the high line shit.
Imagine what type of centre back you would have been if you stretched. You don't want to think about it.
I'm
I
not
hear
saying
it.
man would be here.
It's fine. I hear it. You might have been playing.
Nah,
you
you know-
might have been. You had
Man,
the
he-
Arsenal.
He just glitched with that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
You
man
thought
would've been
about it,
playing-
thought, you know what?
You'd have been playing in
That's
the
why
Cup World
you see when we watch movies, yeah, and we watch like you mentioned Rocky, Creed, Karate Kid, all of these films. What is it that they do in order to achieve the next goal? The man go to the mountains, bro, train on a mad thing. Whether they change the heat, the air altitude, whatever the case may be, they go to went to the mountains, started smoking lemons or whatever. They go somewhere
That's
else.
insane.
Lemons.
They go somewhere else because they
There's
need
no S on that one.
in Dragon Ball Z Goku hyperbolic time chamber. Man said you lot are working in days, I'm working in years. I need the one up.
But this is the
See what I'm
problem
saying?
though, because that's not for me.
No, I'm saying imagine
I never
a centre
wanted it
back
that
you
much.
would've- okay, there
Do
you
you get
go.
what I mean? And
That's fair.
I can admit
That's
that.
fair.
But you see Kobe, that's what Kobe said. Kobe was like, the separation it creates is insane. He said that like, how did he say it? I think Kobe used to train 3 times a day or something like that. Yeah?
Facts.
Like first thing in the morning, he wakes up, trains.
Before scheduled training with the team.
Yeah. Although I think it's a summer, in the summer normally. You wake up like 6 a.m., 5 a.m., he'll train. Couple hours. Then he'll have lunch, chill, train again. Go home, have a little nap, come back to the gym, train again. He said, and the way he explained it was nuts. He was like, people will train once a day, yeah? Maybe twice, but let's say once a day. You get 7 workouts in a week. I've had 3 in one day. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the week, 3 times 5 is 15, yeah?
It's compound interest.
So I've already done, by the end of the week, I've done
I've doubled
15,
it,
you've done 7. Make then 2 weeks, a
No,
month.
21.
21, yeah?
It has to be 20. Which metric are you doing? You've said 7 for 1 and you've used Kobe 5.
What do you mean?
You said 1 day a week.
No, yeah, once a
What?
day, sorry. So
Yeah, but
that's-
is it 7 days or 5 days?
So
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I see what you're
counting
So then 5 workouts to 15.
15, yeah?
Yeah.
And then obviously, then on a monthly basis, then a yearly basis. Kobe said, you don't realise, on a day, it doesn't seem much. but that yearly separation of how many workouts I've done in a year compared to you, I'm a way better basketball player than you now because my shots are better, my passing's better, everything's better. So what Tazer's talking about in terms of going to the mountains, these men double down on a certain workout and they just go ham on that.
Yeah, but I'm light skinned though. I ain't got to deal with that, man. That makes up for the gap.
On that note,
colorism.
Yeah.
On that note, there's no point even giving him an answer. It's fine. That's
Colorism is crazy.
No, you're right though. That's why I podcast so much. That's why I get so annoyed with my co-hosts when they don't want to do the extra podding work and don't want to
But
do
even
as much.
pods, exactly that.
Practice
the more
makes
you do it-
perfect.
Because now you can think quicker. Or you've been in a situation before where someone's asked you a stupid question, you're like, you ain't catching me out.
Yeah.
I've been here before. Hey, my friend,
Unlike
don't do
certain men, but yeah, facts.
Can't catch me. I do. Wait, what? You?